Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios. Today we're going to talk about 10 things women could do to keep a man forever. I'm going to write an article for women today. I'm going to speak it too. This article will talk about what women could do but won't do to keep a man forever. It's going to be a simple list of things men want that women tend to never give them. Women nowadays believe that doing anything for the benefit of a man is oppression, and so there's a giant rift between the sexes. Women have forgotten or are purposely being taught to not do the things men like due to the power games the matriarchy is playing, and it is to the detriment of both sexes. Appealing to women's reason won't work, but I hope that this article will be read at some point in the future by someone, when the world is even deeper in the shit, and they realize that we men knew what was wrong, the enlightened ones anyway, but women still didn't do their part. Here is your list. Remember once again that I don't believe any modern women will ever follow this list. Enjoying my content? Check out my blog at heliosblog.com. On YouTube, you can support me by liking and subscribing. I'm also on Spotify if you'd prefer a podcast. If you're interested in my books, The Strategist's Guide to Seduction and Quotes to Live By, they're available on Amazon. In addition, you can follow me on Patreon at the Helios blog for exclusive content. On with the show. Number 1. Cook. Most women nowadays have no idea how to cook. They believe that learning how to cook is oppressive and that traditional feminine things are evil. Believe me when I say that one of the most attractive things a woman can do is cook well. To some men, it's even more attractive than being good in bed. It really isn't hard to be able to cook. Men don't require you to be a professional chef, but having someone with some cooking ability is incredibly attractive. This includes baking, by the way. Try it for yourself and see your results soar with men in relationships. Number 2, clean. Want to set yourself so far above your competition it's ridiculous? Try cleaning anything in your partner's house or apartment as a woman. Your man will be extremely surprised that you're so thoughtful and will definitely return the favor. I'm not saying be your partner's maid, but showing you have good housekeeping skills is ridiculously attractive. A woman who can cook and clean and has her weight handled is so far above her competition, it's like she's playing a different game. Number 3, regular sex. This should go without saying. Regular, enthusiastic, non-transactional sex is every man's dream. Most men, betas, never have the opportunity to have this kind of sex. I know you'll never have this kind of sex with betas, but I'm saying that if you did, which you won't, you would have a partner for life. With an alpha, this doesn't even need to be said. Women genuinely desire alphas and will fuck them without needing to be convinced, enthusiastically. For women who are lucky enough to be with an alpha, try cooking and cleaning for him and watch what happens. You'll be floored by the results. Number 4, respectful behavior. Many women nowadays believe that since they're in their rock star phase, age 18 to 23, they can act and do whatever they want. This is false. Any kind of trashy behavior, like blasting WAP for example, is extremely unattractive. Constant nagging and shit tests are also incredibly annoying. Men want to relax when they're with their woman, not be harangued and criticized. Getting into constant psychological fights with your man is the quickest way to get him to check out. Disrespectful behavior includes things like, number 1, airing your dirty laundry, which means talking about personal things in front of his friends. Number 2, talking about how much you enjoyed fucking past partners, a classic beta torture technique. And number 3, drinking, doing drugs to the point that you look like trash to everyone around you. Avoid those classless behaviors at all costs. Number 5, sleep with less than 5 men total. If you want to pair bond properly with any partner for a long-term relationship, you should sleep with less than 5 men in your whole life. I know this sounds like a ridiculously small number, considering many of you women in your rockstar phase, age 18 to 23, go ham. Unfortunately, your oxytocin does not care about how you feel or what phase of your life you're in. You will burn out your ability to get close to a guy, and this will cause you to resent men if they sleep with too many partners. Disrespectful behavior will then follow as you're unable to properly appreciate your partner. Obviously, I recommend not doing excessive drugs or drinking as a result, as it's likely to inhibit your ability to make decisions. On drugs, you're more likely to fuck some random alpha, resulting in burning out your oxytocin needlessly. Number 6. Wear feminine clothing. Most, if not all, modern women have forgotten that men love feminine clothing. Most women basically dress like men nowadays. There are no skirts or dresses anywhere. Any woman that dresses in a feminine way outside of parties immediately has much greater attractiveness than women who don't. Try dressing feminine in public and see what happens. All the women around you will hate you as they realize how unfair the game is and how much attention you're getting. This is a public service announcement. Leggings are not as attractive as dresses or skirts, even though we see more of your body when you're wearing leggings. The fact that you're proudly displaying your femininity by wearing feminine clothing is extremely attractive to us. Number 7. Allow yourself to be submissive. Most women nowadays, rather than acting submissive, do the opposite. They pretty much act as men do, and every conversation with them is a power struggle. Do you think we find fighting attractive? If we wanted to be with a man, we would fuck a man. We want to be with a woman, someone who agrees to play the feminine, submissive role in the relationship. No man is happy in a relationship when the girl is constantly trying to steal the reins for herself. It's exhausting to constantly fight in this manner, and I've personally rejected many women who do this. An alpha man wants to relax and not fight his girl constantly. He will simply move on to a girl who's less annoying if you do this. Allow yourself to let yourself be led. You'll be amazed at how much better things go. Relationships are like dancing. One person leads, one person follows. When the man leads and the woman follows, both people are happy. When the woman leads and the man follows, both people are miserable. Which do you want to be? Do you want to be miserable just because feminism told you to? Number 8. Show appreciation for your man in ways other than sex. Most women nowadays use sex as a sort of Pavlovian conditioning. They give sex as a carrot to their beta so that they can continue to do the self-castrating behaviors that their wives think their husbands want them to do. Most women have no idea how to do anything but use sex as a weapon and a reward. Women are worth much more than a common prostitute. Women should show appreciation for their man. Here is a list of ways you could do that. Number 1, compliments. Number 2, cooking the food he likes. Number 3, greeting him with a smile and no nagging when he comes home. Most women do not do this, since they are not thinking of their partner at all, but only for themselves. Number 9, no nagging. The most annoying thing a man can experience is a tough day at work, only to come home and have his wife complain at him over some trivial nonsense. Nothing is more unattractive than nagging, other than being 400 pounds. If you nag, your days are numbered. The relationship will not last. That is, of course, unless you're with a total beta, NPC or slave man in a marriage. If you're in either of those two situations, you have the man by the balls and can do whatever you want. Men do not want to deal with nagging. Even if you feel it's justified, before you nag, count to 30. If after 30 seconds you still think it needs to be said, say it. If it is inane garbage, tell it to your girlfriends and not to your male partner. He will not appreciate it. He will hate you for it. Number 10. Maintain a reasonable weight. This is obvious. Seriously overweight and obese women have no chance with alpha men. You must maintain a reasonable weight, and you must do it for the entire relationship. It's totally unfair to expect your partner to maintain their weight while you let yourself go just because you feel he won't leave. I understand that letting yourself go is a power game. Obviously, if he was alpha, he wouldn't put up with you gaining 50 pounds. But you should not be playing power games with your partner like this. Maintain a reasonable weight and watch how much better your relationships go. Conclusion. Believe me when I say that if you do even 3 of the items on this list as a woman, you are so far above your competition, it's ridiculous, especially if you have your weight handled. You would be every man's wet dream if you could do all the things on this list. Any guy's dream girl is one who, number 1, cooks, number 2, cleans, number 3, fucks regularly, number 4, is respectful, number 5, has slept with less than 5 men, number 6, wears feminine clothing, number 7, behaves in a submissive manner, number 8, shows appreciation, number 9, does not nag, and number 10, maintains a reasonable weight. If any girl had all of these qualities... By the way, I've not met even one girl in my life that has all of these, and I've been with many women. Men would be falling over themselves to be with her, and men that were in a relationship with her would see her for the treasure she is. You would be the woman that men fight over, and it would be a worthy contest. Of course, I don't believe that modern women will ever attempt to try the items on this list. It's too oppressive or 1950s for them. But I put the information out there anyway. Good luck out there.